Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. That's Nettie Liddell.
And that's Brett Chapin.
We're talking today to actor, producer, and blogger, Gedali Gubarek. Thanks for joining us, Gedali.
Thanks for having me.
And how do you pronounce it? Gedali, correct?
Gedali.
Gedali. Where is that originated from?
The Bible.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Supporting extra.
Sorry, I just wanted to know. Okay.
Awesome.
It's all right.
So Gedali is pretty interesting guy to me, and I'm really excited to have him on the show. He does a blog, Gedali.com, and that's one of the many things he does. He has a lot of really good stuff to say about LA theater on that blog. And he's also an actor and a producer, and he was recently a part of the Los Angeles Fringe Festival.
Wow.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, the Hollywood Fringe Festival is in its second year now. It's just a giant arts festival. This year there were over 200 different projects of musicians, comedians, theater acts, stand-up comedy, all that kind of stuff. And it's just a big festival to get the arts in LA to thrive, to give people an opportunity to express themselves for relatively little cost. And my theater company, Courage Theater Company, decided last year to participate, and we did it again this year, and it's a blast.
Great. And there's something like 200 shows that they put on during the Hollywood Fringe Festival, right?
Yeah. There were over 200 projects, not all of them theater, some stand-up comedy, some music, but theater's the biggest category. Probably, 100-something different theater offerings within an 11-day span.
Wow.
What show did your Courage Theater production company put on?
It's called The Trouble with Words. It's a new song cycle. It's a musical, basically. And
You wrote all the music and everything?
A company member, Greg Neighbors, he's an amazing composer, and he wrote all the music.
Wow.
He's just brilliant. And we did a few performances at the Fringe, and then we're continuing to run it through August to see how many people can come see it. It's a fun show. I really like it.
Cool. And you actually have a show tonight, don't you?
Yeah.
You're leaving here to go to one.
Yes.
Wow.
Is a Courage?
Yeah, Courage Theater Company. Is that right?
Yeah.
What is your website? For Courage?
It's courage.org. Courage is spelled Courage.
And something that's really cool about Courage Theater that I found out recently is you guys are actually a pay-what-you-can theater.
Yeah, pay what you want is what we call it. Basically, we let every customer choose their own ticket price.
Wow.
A lot of the company believes that we don't want the ticket price ever to get in the way of people seeing live theater, because for a lot of people it's an excuse that keeps them away. But also, this gets people involved in our own business process, where normally a business chooses the value of their product, and we let everyone else decide that. I think it's a cool way to get the community involved in what we do.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a really great way of doing it, because I can imagine some people can only pay a couple of dollars, and sometimes you probably get people in there that will pay $50.
Oh yeah, we get a huge range from $0 to over $50, and it averages out, and we've been able to keep our doors open for the last year and a half since we started.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And what's coming up with Courage right now?
We're still playing The Trouble with Words through August 27th, troublewithwords.com. And then next we will be doing a piece that might be Shakespeare called Double Falsehood. It was recently published by Arden a year and a half ago. They're saying, hey, we think this is Shakespeare, so they published it, and now it's back in the spotlight. We want to produce it. I think we're the West Coast premiere ever. So
Very
since
cool.
it was written 400 years ago, it's probably never been produced fully over here, so we're doing that. And
What is
then
that called again?
Double Falsehood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then during Halloween, we are doing Rocky Horror Show.
Oh.
At least
That's great.
we
Are you
going
going to be on roller skates?
I don't know. We did it last year, and it was
Love
a huge
that
success,
show.
so we definitely want to do it again this year.
Oh,
Get those skates on. Start learning, huh?
Yeah.
that's a pretty fun show.
Yeah, it is. That's great. And a little closer. And as far as you, your history personally, are you from LA? You're from a different area?
Yeah, originally from San Diego, grew up there. Great city, great weather, lovely beaches, but I never went.
And you gave it all up.
Yeah, and now that I'm farther away from the beach, I want to go back.
Sure.
Then I went to school for a little bit there, transferred up to Cal State Fullerton in Orange County, stayed there for a while. And then once I was done there, I started doing some theater in LA, and I was commuting up, and I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. And so I moved up to LA while Courage Theater Company was starting, and I've been up ever since.
Great.
Were you doing theater in college at Fullerton?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So you knew.
Oh,
what
yeah.
You wanted.
I started
You had
doing,
your eyes on the prize.
Yeah, I started doing theater in high school, and I just got hooked, and there was so much to do, and I just didn't want to stop.
So you were one of the lucky ones that knew pretty early on what you wanted to do.
An old pro.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And is there any particular actor who you admire, who you follow, who you would like to maybe develop your career kind of on a similar path to them?
One of my many heroes is Charlie Chaplin.
Yes.
He's an inspiration just because he's a great comedian, great physical actor, great actor, but he also directed, he composed music, he produced his own work, and it's appealing to me to be able to do so much. It's hard, but I like it.
Yeah. Kind of being a jack of all trades of the arts.
Yeah.
Something a lot of actors would like to do. Very cool. And as far as you have stage combat experience as well, is that right?
Yeah, I do a lot of things. Every now and then I find a new interest and I pursue that as best I can. Stage combat is fun for me. I grew up watching Power Rangers and things like that. I studied martial arts for several years, and then I was able to take stage combat classes in college and after and just pursue that training. So it's something I'm really interested in doing now. Just the illusion of violence is great acting and great workout all at the same time.
Sure. Yeah, it always helps to have experience in different types of acting.
Oh, yeah.
Because then casting directors will look at your resume and see that you have experience in these different places, and you're more likely to get cast a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So where's the show you're at that you're doing tonight?
That's at the Actors Circle Theater in West Hollywood. You can look at courage.org or troublewithwords.com, and there's directions and address on there.
Trouble with Words. Are there words in that show?
Yes, it's a musical, and there are lyrics to the songs.
I'd like to hear more about that.
All right.
We're going to be back to tell us a little bit more about the 60-minute version of that you did at LA Fringe. And we're going to be talking to some more to Gadali Gubrek here on La La Land with Brett and Nett on CRN Digital Talk.
On Broadway, looking at them.